everyone. Good morning. It is Sunday, February 2nd, and we are kitting up Biological Key from Dreamer Designs and Kurtis Rykovich. I probably won't get all the drills kit up. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of chat. I haven't chatted with you in a while, and I'm waiting for my son to text me to let me know he's done with work. So why not be a little productive this morning? I hope everything is going well. I hope you had a great weekend. So the way I like to kit up, and I think I've kind of talked about this before, I kind of have mixed and matched my containers from Diamond Art Club. So I have this one that I have right now had a ton of smalls in it, a few mediums, and then a few of the large ones, and then a few of the knockoff Elizabeth Ward containers. I use these for just when there's not a whole lot of drills. I'm really hoping that this is all I need, but if I need to go get more, I have a box of extras. I have taken the time to kind of cut up some of the bags just to help reduce the crinkling noise and to kind of make things a little bit faster while I'm talking to you. So let's get started. I hope you had a good weekend. My weekend was good. Let's see, Friday, my friend came into town, and we had originally planned to meet up at one of our favorite restaurants for dinner and then go listen to this band play downtown that we really like. And so when he comes into town, he stays at one of the local casinos. And so he called me and said, "Hey, do you mind if we kind of change plans a little?" And I was like, "I don't care, whatever." He's like, "Yeah, there's a new host, and she wanted to buy dinner." And I was like, "Oh, she wants to take you to dinner since you're her client now." And so she's really okay. So what she's trying to do is establish like a good working relationship with the players that are assigned to her, so that they know to go to her if they need anything, and she gets referral points for like if they book rooms, if they need concert tickets, whatever they need that she provides, she gets, like that's her job. And so she's pretty new to the position, so she's really just trying to kind of touch base with all of her assigned players and really start building that good working relationship. So she wanted to take him to dinner, and he was under the impression that it was just going to be like she would give him a voucher, she would introduce herself to him, and then we would eat and go on about our day. And I was like, I kind of think she really wants to take you to dinner and really kind of get to know you and figure out like, what kind of things are you going to need during the course of whenever you stay at this place. So I was like, "Hey, you know what? You go do that, and then we can meet up at this other place where they're playing music." And he's like, "No. You can come to dinner too." And I'm like, "I don't really want to, but if you want me to, okay." So we go to this Italian restaurant that's at the casino he likes to play at, and we meet the hostess. And she's super sweet, super nice. We get seated, and I can see the look on his face when he's a little confused because she sits down with us. Now, I was already expecting this. Like, I was pretty much under the impression that her plan was to, kind of take him to dinner and just kind of show him or talk to him and get to know him and start establishing that relationship. He truly thought she would like meet him, talk to him, get a voucher for him, and he and I would just eat dinner together. So it made me chuckle a little that he was kind of shocked when she sat down with us, but whatever. It is what it is. So anyways, we're at it's a nice Italian restaurant, and we order. She orders a pasta dish, and I could see he's a little confused, and she said, because it was a really busy night. It was Friday night. And she said that she's just going to get her food to go, and we could finish our food. And I was, okay, cool. So he orders tortellini, I get a caprese salad because I've been kind of trying to be good about not eating a ton of carbs. And I love pasta, and I already knew I was gonna take some of his. So we're just chit chatting, and she's nervous, and she's trying to do. I mean, she's really sweet, and so she was a little nervous though. She's pretty new to the job. So we were just trying to be really nice and just talk to her, and she pointed out that her bosses were kind of sitting kind of catty corner behind us, and so we're just kind of joking with her. We're like, don't worry, we got you. We're going to make you look really good, and your bosses are going to be like, wow, like, she's the best. So we were kind of cutting up and having a real good time, just laughing and getting her to kind of relax. The food comes out. So they forgot my plate. They bring out hers, and she's got this huge plate that has meatballs and sauce and spaghetti, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. They bring out his dish. He's got a huge plate with chicken tortellini and a nice, like, cheesy sauce. It's got veggies in it. It looks delicious. They forget me, which is cool, whatever. And then they come back, and I have this itty bitty little plate with the amount of tomato is basically like a Roma tomato cut into like 4 slices, and then in between each slice was like a little bite of mozzarella cheese and one itty bitty little piece of dried basil with a little cup of balsamic vinaigrette. And we're all just kind of looking at it because I mean, everywhere else I've gone, if you ordered the caprese salad, I mean, it's basically like a meal or a big appetizer that you could share with someone. And so we're just looking at it and laughing. And she's like, do you need to order anything else? I'm like, no, that's fine. I'm going to steal some of his food anyways. But so I ended up having a tomato for dinner, a Roma tomato for dinner. But it was fun. It was nice. She was super sweet, and ended up staying with us for the whole time while we ate, which it was fun. I mean, I am an introvert by nature, believe it or not. I mean, you can believe it, I'm sure. So but I feel like I'm an extroverted introvert, meaning when the time calls, I can socialize and talk and cut up with people I don't know. But it's exhausting to me, and I have to recharge at some point. My friend, on the other hand, is definitely an extrovert, and he loves to talk and be the center of attention. So he was perfectly fine. But after we finished dinner, we met some of our friends and listened to some live music and just had a really good hangout. The weather was perfect. It was not cold. We went through a cold snap, sorry. And now it's kind of like a warm snap. It's in the 60s. I think today it's supposed to be in the probably high 60s. So we did that. And then Saturday morning, I got up early. I had my hair appointment. I felt awful. So I forgot that I thought I had my hair appointment next weekend until I got the confirmation text Thursday afternoon. And I had agreed to meet some friends for a brunch. We were celebrating a friend's birthday. And so I had to text them and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be late to brunch because I have to get my hair done. Because it's really hard to reschedule with my hairdresser. I don't know if any of you have had that issue. And it's not a complaint on my hairdresser. She's just slammed. She's busy all the time. So I've been seeing her for 10 years, and I've just kind of learned, like, the easiest way for all of us is for me to just book my appointment when I'm checking out, at the last appointment. And I take my son to her, and I do the same thing with her, with him. Like, as soon as we're paying for his appointment, we're booking his next appointment. I forgot to do a step. So I had my hair appointment, and I love my hairdresser, y'all. If you get your hair professionally done, it is so important to have a good relationship with your hairdresser and to have one of trust and camaraderie. I walk in, and most of the time I have no opinion as to how you're going to do my hair. I really don't care. Just don't let me walk out looking like Bozo the Clown. Whoopsies. That's all I ask. And she's really, I mean, I love her. So I walked in and she's looking at my hair and she's like, don't get mad. I'm like, I'm not going to get mad. She's like, your hair's kind of boring. It's like, thanks. Thank you. She's like, nah, it's kind of lost its. Hey guys, Editing Jessie here. So as I realized later on in this video, my mic cut out through this part. So what I plan to do is fast forward through the whole part where I was just happily talking to myself and had no idea you couldn't hear me. And then I will bring you back to where I realized I didn't have any sound going on and continue kidding up. So thank you so much and enjoy the show. Hey y'all, I am back. So I started kidding up, and I'll show you that video before this, but maybe not even halfway through while I was rambling on like I do, I didn't realize my microphone died. So I'm talking and talking and talking, and there's absolutely no sound. So I got my other mic, and I'm back, and I apologize. What I think I'll do is I'll quickly do a voiceover on the part that goes silent and then fast forward through that and then come here and explain it to you. So, yeah, I don't even really know what I talked about there because it was just completely silent. But I was talking about my hairdresser and how important it was to have a great relationship with your hairdresser and how awesome she is and how I've been going to her for over 10 years, and I don't remember what else I said. But after I got my hair worked on, looking gorgeous, she surprised me with a little bit of pink in my hair. I loved that. After I did that, I met my friends for brunch, and I was late, like I said I would be. But I had enough time for a cup of coffee and to celebrate my friend's birthday and give her her present, and that was awesome. And I was so happy to get to see them because I had missed the last brunch. My son and I had been sick, so I was so happy to finally catch up with them and kind of have a little time where we could talk about life and work. Excuse me, I'm going to get a sip of water. And just have fellowship with each other, talking about life and celebrating the wins and booing the losses. I'm so sorry. It is Louisiana weather. When it's cold and then warm and then cold and then warm, my allergies don't know what to do. And so some days I can get by without having to take allergy medicine, and some days like today I feel like I need all the allergy medicine. So let's see. So after brunch, I got a text from a coworker. So I work part-time just for funsies, for hobby money. I work for our local hockey team. I don't remember our designation. I think it's like NAHL or something, an HLA. I don't remember, but it's for these young men who are between 17 and I think 21. And the goal for them is to be seen by college scouts and to get on a college team and maybe one day play pro, but at least get maybe college scholarships. You know, so that's pretty cool. And they're really sweet and fun. And I got my son into going to the hockey games when he was 3 years old, and it's just been fun. It's a fun family thing. I love seeing all the little kids have a great time, and I love being able to be a part of it. So I do the box office whenever they need me. It's only like 3 or 4 hours, and I think it's worth it. It's a little bit of money that I just kind of put into my hobby savings account. So if I have money in there, I can buy diamond painting kits, and if I don't, then I try not to buy diamond painting kits. And then they also, kind of one of the perks is that you can get up to 4 tickets for free for the games that you work, and you can use them or give them to a friend. And so it happened that one of my very best friends her and her husband had already been talking about going to this game because it's the Mardi Gras weekend theme. So we were doing, like, we had king cake for sale, and there was going to be a parade after the second period during that intermission, and they were throwing beads, and it was just going to be a lot of fun. So they're already, like, they'd asked me if I just wanted to go to the game, and I was like, I don't know, maybe. And then when I told them that I was working, I was like, hey, since I'm working the game, do you want me just to go ahead and get you guys some tickets? And they're like, sure, of course. So I texted the little director of tickets sales. He's super sweet. And I asked him, like, hey, can I go ahead and grab 2 tickets for tonight? Because sometimes if it's super busy, I personally, even though I don't think he would tell me no, I try not to take advantage. So if I know, and it was a busy night, but he said we should have enough, so I felt okay getting tickets. I just try to be respectful. Like, if it's going to be a super busy sold out night, I try not to ask for tickets, because those are, they're not making any money off those tickets. Like I said, he wouldn't tell me no, but that's just me. That's just something that I prefer. Anyway, so I got them tickets, and it was fun. I got to see them. I had them at the will call. I don't work will call though, but she popped by and said hi, and then I saw pictures of them. I'm actually going to use a small one. She posted some pictures on Facebook, and it was just fun. It was a great game, great night. Everyone said it was really good. I actually didn't stay for the game. I got off at 8:30, and then I went home, and honestly, I crashed. I was just tired. I said, my son got home from the gym, and I talked to him for a little while, and then I went to bed. And then this morning, I woke up. I had a lazy morning. I made coffee. So I normally drink my coffee black. I like it. I like the way it tastes. Sometimes on a Sunday or Saturday morning, though, I kind of treat myself, and I will put a little bit of creamer. I put a vanilla creamer in my coffee, and then I added some caramel syrup to it. Fancy. I made a fancy schmancy coffee, and it was really good. Excuse me, I have to cough. Apologies. The Louisiana weather is getting me. So then I took my son to work. He works on Sundays. And now I'm just kind of doing this until I hear from him. And then we'll go to the grocery store, pick up groceries for the week. I think tonight we're going to I make him help me in the kitchen. He can either help clean or he can help cook. And he chooses to help cook, which that's fine. But we're going to do pork chops, mashed potatoes. And I think I'm just going to make up a salad. Or I might do broccoli, roasted broccoli. I'm not quite sure. I haven't decided. Excuse me. If it was up to me, I would eat the same thing every day, but that's boring to him. So tonight we'll do pork chops, mashed potatoes. He's really on a kick of doing like from scratch mashed potatoes, which in reality for the two of us, it doesn't take that long because I don't make a huge pot of it. I will do like maybe one or two, between one and two, usually two potatoes. He loves to peel them and chop them up. And, hey man, go for it. And then, yeah, mash them. Add a little bit of milk to them and butter, and there we go. Tomorrow we decided we're going to do chicken Caesar salad. And I haven't decided the rest of the week. I get tired. Does anyone else just get tired of figuring out what to cook? Like, I would almost do better if someone just said, hey, here's the stuff you have in the fridge, in the freezer. Here's what you're cooking every week. And I just would mindlessly, okay, I'll do that. Just as figuring it out. Because like I said, I could eat the same stuff over and over and be happy. And my son's not that type of person. He used to be. He used to eat for school lunch. He would take a turkey sandwich with string cheese, Go-Gurt, and like Doritos to hold on. I just got myself confused real quick. To lunch. There we go. I got myself unconfused. I bet you I could put that bag in there. And he did that for years. And then he'd switch to ham. That would be like the big change was, I think I want ham this time around. And then all of a sudden, one day he said, I don't want turkey or ham sandwiches. I want to start buying school lunch. I was like, all right, man. I never liked school lunch. I always, my mom was kind of I always called her a hippy dippy health nut. So she would always make my lunch. I didn't have the choice really to buy school lunch. And she'd make me like, this is back in I'm going to date myself, 80s and 90s. So she would make me like, if it was a sandwich, it was a sandwich on like whole wheat bread. I don't even know if she used mayo. I don't think she did. Like apples, celery, carrots. I think like my snack would be air popped popcorn or grapes. Yeah. I'd always look at the kids with like, the white bread sandwiches and the chips and the snack cakes or whatever and think, man, that looks delicious. But I do appreciate what she was trying to do. She was very health conscious before this day and age where a lot of people are. And I think that was really cool of her. Now I am and I'm not. To some point, like I really try for us to not eat a lot of fast food, a lot of fried food. I try to do a lot of cooking from home, but I don't always do the organic produce just because I am on a budget and it's sometimes hard to justify that expense. But at the same time, we've also been really conscientious of cutting down on like processed foods. So sometimes we'll splurge and do organic veggies and fruits. It just depends on what's in stock, what's on sale, and what we're doing that week for food. I'm definitely not militant about it, but I am always happy to help my son make better food choices, if that makes sense. I didn't really expect to talk about that. So February, y'all have any February plans? Let me see. What is today? Today's the 2nd. I think it's the 7th of February or the 10th of February. Shoot, I don't remember. Anyways, I'm going to meet up with a friend. They're doing a Galentine's thing at this local hotel. They're going to have music and food and like, I think it's like maybe bingo. I don't remember. It's just going to be really fun. We're going to do that And then, is there a concert coming up? I don't think so. I think that's it. I don't think I have a lot of plans for February so far, which is fine. I'm pretty happy not having a lot of plans most of the time. Diamond painting wise, I'm really trying not to buy a lot of kits. I know, sorry. I do have a haul I need to unbox. I did buy one of the Valentine's releases from Diamond Art Club, and then I had bought 2 restocks. Well, I ended up buying like 3 restocks, and I think I bought a mini, one of the new minis. So I need to unbox those and show them. I figured it'd be fun to show them off. I am trying to, so today, Sunday, they just released a whole bunch of other new restocks, and they didn't get me. Well, yes and no, they got me. There was a few on my wish list that did come back in stock, and I really debated on whether or not I wanted to get them. I did not, because I didn't have the money in the savings account that I use to fund my hobbies. So that's one way I've really been kind of keeping myself in check, is by not being super strict, but really by focusing on, like, if you don't have the money in your savings, then you're not going to take it out of the general savings account just because you want a kit. If it's a kit that you've been like stalking the website for every single day, and like you just can't stop thinking about it. Yep, it's Ash. He is back saying hi to everything and everybody. Anyways, if it's a kit like I just can't stop thinking about, and I absolutely positively have to have it, we can dip into one of my other savings accounts. But for the most part, I'm really trying to be smart and make good choices. No, thank you. And focus on working my stash. So one thing I would like to do in the future is to kind of do like a state of the stash, maybe once a month or once every other month, and help kind of, no thank you, help keep myself accountable. Did I buy any kits? Why did I buy kits? And if I didn't buy any, what is my stash looking like? I have a spreadsheet that, hi, sweet boy. I love you. Hi, come on. You want to get my lap? Come on. So I'm really working on, like, trying to work on working my stash down, on trying to differentiate between a need and a want. Do I need more kits? Probably not. Do I want more kits? Oh, quite a lot of the time. No, we're not going to jump up right now. I know. Thank you. Come on, come get my lap. There you go. We're going to try this one-handed, and we'll see how it goes. I'm running out of my itty bitty containers, and they're in another area. So, oh, here we go. Yes, I love you too. I don't even know where I was at. State of the stash. So yeah, I plan to really try to work on working down my stash. In my head, I think, okay, you can buy kits that you just can't. I mean, I don't want to say can't live without, because really, you can live without kits. But there's just going to be some kits that you just really, really, really want to work on. Those are kits I can buy. Those are kits that will be funded out of my little hobby, part-time savings account job thing. Because obviously I'm not affiliated with anyone or anything, and I'm okay with that. I like being my own person. I like the budget that I've created for myself. I feel okay. Sorry, I had to reach. I feel okay with the idea of funding my hobby through my little itty bitty fun time part-time job. Yeah. All that to say, so there were some restocks today, Sunday, that I had on my wish list. One of them was a really pretty, kind of like muted toned, flat white, like wildflowers. And And then the hedgehog that was kind of in the same, I think it was by the same artist. Muted tones again as well, just really, really pretty. But just not the right timing for me. So I didn't get those two. I did get one of the Christmas restocks. I think it was last week, Good Tidings Fox, because that was one at the time when it came out. I wanted it, and then I just hesitated slightly too long because I don't think that there was another one that I really wanted. And then I lost my train of thought. Oh, and so anyways, it sold out by the time I decided I wanted it. So I put it on my wish list, and then it came back in stock. Was it last week? I think it was last week. So I got that. I did get one of the Valentine's Day ones, the Rita Konya Valentine's Day one. And there was another restock that I got. I'll show them all. I haven't even opened the boxes that they shipped in because I wanted to share that with you. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I'm really going to try hard to be very low buy and really work on either destashing some kits or work on working my kits by actually working on them. We'll see. I think I can do it. What else? So yeah, the new releases, they didn't get me. The restocks, I wanted some, but thankfully the ones that I wanted sold out. And I know that's, usually that's a bummer if they restock and they sell out and you don't get to buy them. But I was actually okay with it because I didn't have to fight that temptation. So sometimes it's a good thing. And if they end up getting archived and for some reason I don't have them, then I think that's okay. Like, I'm at peace with that, if that makes sense. Like they definitely were more of a want than like I really need this in my collection, and I feel comfortable with that train of thought. Sorry, I had some of these big ones taking up space and I'm moving them out of the way. So yeah, that is it. I'm just living my life, doing my thing, kitting up. Oh, sorry. Cat was in the lap and fell. I caught him though. Can you not? No, sir. He's sweet and then sour. He just loves to be loved. He just wants to be loved. I mean, can you blame him? Who doesn't want to be loved? Whenever he's like really demanding for attention, I always ask him like, does nobody love you? Nobody loves you. Oh no. There we go. Now you're loved. Just have to fill his love tank up. He's definitely, if he had to take the love language, the 5 love languages, his would definitely be physical affection. He definitely needs you to pet him and love him and rescue all of his toys from under the couch and in the closets that he puts them in. He has this thing. Of course, they have like a million toys and they only play with like a handful of them. And he has he has a few, I call them his babies, that he absolutely loves. They're these little Mylar, like ball toys. He loves them. And he will put them in my bathroom closet. He'll hit them under the door for safekeeping. And then when he wants them, he'll bug me until I go in there and open the door and rescue his toys. It's so funny. And then if he accidentally knocks them under my couch, he'll sit by the couch. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not going to do that. He'll sit by the couch and really try to get them. So then I have a flashlight and I have one of their stick toys by the couch, and I will go rescue his toys. And boy, it's like Christmas morning for him. He's just so happy. It's a daily thing. I rescue his toys all the time. But hey, that's what you do when you love someone. You rescue their toys. My other cat, her favorite toy is one of those toys where the ball is like on a runner and they can bat it in a circle. She loves that. The only thing she does is she's really good at getting the ball out of that toy, and so I have to stop what I'm doing and like go find her ball, put it back in, and we do that for about 30 minutes. I mean, it's like having toddlers sometimes, but furry toddlers whose hair gets everywhere. But they also bring a lot of energy and joy to the house. So, can you really get upset with them? No, you can't. I don't want you up there right now. I'm using all of that space. All of that space is my space. Nope, all of that's mine. You can get in your bed. Are there any artists that like are a must buy for you that would break your no buy, your low buy? Oh, I mean, for me, it's definitely Margaret Morales, but I will say a few of hers have come into stock recently that I didn't buy. Like I didn't buy Agisai. I liked that one. It just didn't speak to me the way some of the other ones did. And I've seen people work on it. I've seen videos of people working on it and pictures of people with their completions. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love hydrangeas. It's just not one when I put it in my cart when it restocked, and I kept it in my cart for, I don't know, a day or two, and I'd go back and look at it, and it just was one that for some reason I just thought, I don't have to have all of her kits, right? Like that's another thing I'm working on is you do not have to collect every single kit by an artist just because you like that artist. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's awesome when people do. I just have to really be conscientious, or I want to be really conscientious of my kits, because sometimes I walk into my closet where I store all of my stash, and it's a lot. Like I start to feel pressure, and I don't enjoy that. That's not sparking joy, right? Now, when I go through all of the kits, that sparks joy. When I see all of the ones that I have and I think about why I bought them and what I want to work on, I mean, I can't, in all honesty, there's really not a lot that make me go, I don't want to work on that. Like really, most of them I want to work on at some point, and it gets exciting to see them. The few that I really wasn't all that excited about, I kind of took out of my stash and are ones that I'll probably either give to someone or destash at some point, because maybe they stopped sparking joy. But for the most part, I have like 80 something kits, which I feel like that's just, for me personally, not judging anyone else, for me, that's just a little too much for me sometimes. I feel like it's a lot. So obviously in January, it didn't stop me from buying, but I'm hoping that I get better at working my stash. And I think I will. I say that and then watch next week all of my favorite, like everything that I would absolutely fall in love with comes out, and I have to put everything on a wish list, which, you know what, that's okay too. Definitely trying to be a little more intentional with my spending, especially since this year started out with some unexpected expenses that, thank God for savings accounts, you know. Ooh, we're on the specials. Okay. Like my car battery died and I had to get that replaced. My windshield had a crack in it, and then when we had a really bad cold snap, the crack turned into like an across the windshield crack. So I have to replace the windshield. I really want to get new tires. These are all boring grown-up expenses that's why you have savings accounts, but at the same time, that's not what I want to spend my savings on, right? So I'm really trying to just be a little more mindful of how I'm spending my money, because I feel like some months I do really good and some other months I hemorrhage money. Can you please at least get your rear end out of there? Thank you. So that was AB08, which is like the white AB. And this one is AB211, which is like a lilac. Okay, a really soft purple. And then I have to take the cats to the vet to get their, their shots, and that's always stuff I save up for. Insurance renewals coming up. I do every 6 months for car insurance, and with my son trying to learn how to drive and get his license, we have to look into adding him, and that's hold on one second. And he is going to help with that, just because it's going to be a big expense. But I would like to help him get a car for senior year. This one was AB something, sorry. AB 740. Where we live, so we live in an apartment because the housing for the school district he is in is silly. It has gotten silly. It was not bad when we first moved here, and I was kind of in of the mindset. This one was AB 741. Sorry, I was kind of the mindset that I would like in a year or two after we lived in this apartment and we kind of settled down. No, we would buy a house, and then 2020 happened. Housing just went absolutely nutso, and this, to keep him in the school district and to buy a house here was just putting me in a zone of uncomfortability as far as affordability. What houses that I could have afforded pre 2020 are now at the very top of the range where I would feel comfortable, if that makes sense. This is AB 809. So we're going into senior year, and senior year I can put in a request to kind of have him live out of the school district but still attend the school, and I'm thinking about that. So I have two options. I can renew the lease on my apartment for 1 more year, or I can buy a house in another area and he can drive to school every day. I don't know quite what I'm going to do yet. There's pros and cons to both. It's expensive to buy a house. It's expensive to move, but also rent keeps going up, as it does. And so what would be my more affordable option? So that is something that I just have to kind of think about. Right now I'm kind of leaning towards, sorry, there's cat hair everywhere now. Right now I'm leaning towards just staying 1 more year in this apartment, kind of cutting expenses where I can, and then buying once he graduates high school, and then I'm kind of free to pick and choose wherever I want to live, or wherever we want to live, because of course, whatever he decides after high school, he is always welcome to live with me. That's, of course, he always has a place with me. That's it. We are done. We have her all kitted up. I don't think I'll work on her today, just because I want to work on Black Cat Night. Because Sundays I like to work on that one. But I might work on biological Keith later. Let me pull the tray over and show you. Again, I just kind of kit up the way it's given to me. So that's how I kit up. I usually throw if I have extra baggies, like these were all 823. I just kind of, if I have room, I just kind of throw them right there. If I don't have room, I put them on in a Ziploc baggie, and I keep it with the kit. And that's how she is. That's how she looks. I'm excited. I'm really happy about the colors. Well, this one, hold on. I'm not happy about the sticker placement. This one was a little, I don't know what I was doing there. There we go. I'm really excited about the colors. I love all the purples. I like 333. 550 is one of my absolute favorites. Hail to the Pumpkin King. I think they had this one in the fairy dust, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely beautiful. Oh, I like that one too. I really like this pale yellow AB. So yeah, the drills looked great. There was really no static when I kitted them up. Drills, I don't see, just briefly looking, I really didn't see a ton of trash in the 310s. And this is a Dreamer Designs. Usually they're kind of trashy. Not bad. I mean, I never have run out of a drill, but yeah, they're not usually like the best of the best. But I'm really excited, and thanks for letting me ramble. Thanks for letting Ash hang out with us. He is something else. And I hope you'll have a great day, and thank you very much.